Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome to another weekend vlog. There were a couple of things I just wanted to show you at the beginning of this vlog that I think are really cool. And the first one I want to talk about is L'Oreal Studio Pro Locket Fixing Hairspray. Sarah got me this for Christmas and it's actually very quickly become like one of my favorite new products, and it's perfect for keeping my fringe where it should be, which sounds so incredibly pathetic and stupid, which is actually quite important considering how long and overdue for a cut my hair is right now, but it does a really good job keeping that where it should be. The other thing I wanted to mention was the camera that you probably just saw in the bathroom mirror. I'm going to be doing as much of the vlog as I can on the Osmo, purely because on Friday we've got a trip coming up which I'm really excited for Sarah's birthday, which is next weekend or last weekend when this goes up. We're going to the Harry Potter studios on Friday, so we're really looking forward to that. I'm excited for it. But I was wondering what camera I should use, and to try and answer that, I'm going to be using this one a lot more for the weekend. You'll have seen previously I did like a couple of tests, kind of just seeing how it went, what it was like to use, and I think that they went okay. I'm not sold that I'm going to be using this as my main vlogging camera from now on, but I wanted to try and get a bit more of an answer of that this weekend so that I know for Friday what I'm going to be bringing to vlog with. Because it'll either be this Osmo or the GoPro on the end of a pistol grip like we used for our Florida vlogs. So I'm trying to get an answer to that question, but we'll see. This is actually still quite difficult to use, and I'm getting the hang of it, but it's quite a slow process. Yeah, it definitely likes to fight where I'm trying to point it. It wants to do its own thing to keep it steady instead of doing what I want, which is to point at my face. Stay focused on my face. Oof. For something that's a stabilizer, that footage is going to be incredibly lurchy just because of how bad I am at driving this. And it's got an annoying screen in the way, so I keep looking at that. Same problem as I have with the Canon. But anyway, no real plans for today. So what I'm going to be doing this morning is brainstorming some YouTube content ideas for videos coming up, see if I can come up with any good ideas for videos to make. I'm also going to be having a look at some illustrators online. We've done some shirts ourselves on like my Redbubble and stuff, but I don't hugely love them because I'm not an illustrator, so they don't look amazing. And I'm just sort of, having a casual little look, see if there's someone out there that can do that for us. Other than that, I'm going to be trying to take it fairly easy this weekend. I've still really hurt my back. I have no idea how. I think I slept badly around New Year-ish, and it's been sort of on and off since then. It doesn't help that I work in an office, kind of sat in a chair all day and not hugely active. So I'm not going to be doing anything too strenuous this weekend, just because I really don't want to hurt that. Especially not the weekend before Sarah's birthday. I don't think she'd forgive me if I had to cancel plans on her, because I was in too much pain. She would not be happy. So using the gimbal is difficult. It's bulky, and as soon as I put it into sleep mode, it kind of goes all limp and the top bit just flops about. And that means you can't really put it down very easily, especially not with the mic that I've got over this side. Oh god, why would I hit the mic while it's recording? That was a stupid thing to do. Especially not while the mic's over there and while my phone's in it, and you can't fold it up small and compact without kind of completely disassembling it. I think what I'm going to do sometime soon is actually make like a full video talking about whether you should vlog with the Osmo or a GoPro. That might be useful for anyone that's considering something like this for Disney. That's a very different sort of environment to vlog in, so I think I might actually cover that in its own video. Till then, I'm watching some Person of Interest and carrying on with my YouTube channel homework. It's definitely really hard to look at this and not the screen. I keep having this problem with the Canon too. I don't know why, I just want to look at what the camera sees all the time. I'm more of a behind the camera kind of person, so I guess I'm just naturally sort of drawn to better pay attention to what the camera's looking at, instead of I'm on camera right now, best pay attention to the camera. Having another one of the beers that I bought for New Year's. Obviously not the same time that I bought it. I drank all those, but it's a really nice beer actually. I've not really seen it in the shops before, but it's Sapporo, and apparently it is Japanese but brewed in Canada or in Europe. I can't really read the back of it, there's loads of information. But it's really cool, it's really nice, and I really like it. And looking at this, I think I might clean my keyboard today, actually. It looks fairly gross right now. So that's probably what I'm going to do in a little bit. So it took a little bit to get up and running, but got there eventually. I haven't used my PS3 in a while, but I am going to be playing some Crash Bandicoot 3. The AGDQ runs that I was watching the other week, the speedruns, they did one of Crash 2, and it really reminded me that those games were awesome growing up. I absolutely loved them, and I wanted to play a bit of Crash 3, so got that powered up, and I'm going to be doing that for a little bit. If you grew up in the 90s like we did, you probably had a PS1, and this was such a game for it. So good. Genuinely one of my favourite games of all time, and they're making a remake. So apparently I got 40% through this game when I last played it, and I completely forgot about that, so I've started again. Oh well. It's a really awesome game. I genuinely love this era of gaming, and I think later on today I'm actually going to play one of my other favourites from the PlayStation 1 era, and I'm going to restart Final Fantasy VIII. My all-time favourite Final Fantasy. And now I know it sounds kind of stupid and pointless, but there's something really awesome about drinking a drink from a branded glass of that drink. Like, we had some beer branded glasses that we ended up with from university, and drinking the actual beer out of a glass with the thing on it, for some reason I just really enjoy that. It's so stupid and it's so pointless. And same here with this Coke glass. I'm drinking some Coke because it's the weekend and I can have some caffeine and it doesn't matter, but I'm having it in a Coca-Cola glass, and that just makes it so much more better for some unknowable reason. I have no idea why I like it so much, but I just really do. So I've been playing Final Fantasy VIII for several hours now, and I basically haven't actually got anywhere. I've been playing the card game like almost constantly. I mean, I like real cards, so a video game with cards in is kind of perfect, and I've been a bit distracted by that. Sarah's going to be home in a little bit. It's, what time is it now? Yeah, it's about sort of 5 to 5, so she should be back not soon, but in a couple of hours or so. And then we're probably... not sure what we'll do. Actually, we might play a game, maybe. We'll see how I feel. Sarah's back.
You've been filming with that camera today?
Yes, I have. I talked about it in the vlog. When you're editing it, you'll find out why.
Okay. So can I show what I bought today?
You may.
I bought some lunches for work.
Are they cool lunches?
I think they're cool lunches. The first one is the M&S Balance for You Chicken and Bacon Carbonara.
That looks really good, actually.
It does it. Well, it doesn't like that.
Well, yeah, because it's all shaken up and mushed.
But in the picture it looks really good. And then because I've got 3 more lunches at work before I get paid, so I was like, I'll stock up. And then I got a Asian Nourish Bowl, which is sweet firecracker chili chicken on rice and quinoa with edamame beans and chili and ginger dressing. High in protein, balanced carbs, delicious, hopefully.
Yeah.
The last one I got, which I think is the one I'm most excited about, is a chicken katsu curry, which is all smushed to one side.
Do you like katsu curry?
I love katsu curry. That one doesn't look too bad. And this one's got red peppers, edamame beans, and fragrant jasmine rice. Also balanced. And they're all around 300 calories each.
No, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. And then I went to Chanel. So work gave me a voucher, one of those like 1 for all vouchers, for being really awesome at raising money for charity on National Christmas Jumper Day. So they gave me a voucher to say well done, and I bought some bronzer from Chanel. Now I don't actually use bronzer like ever, so I thought I wanted to get something that I knew I wanted but wouldn't necessarily normally go out and buy myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like a gift. There was things I needed, but I was like
that's the perfect thing to use gift vouchers for. It's like stuff that you wouldn't buy, but you know you kind of do still want to buy, but
wouldn't justify the price. Because it's £32, and I couldn't justify that. But with a voucher, I could. Because I didn't spend that. And it's a universal bronzer. And I put some on my arm. You can't see, it's a tiny bit. You can see it's there. And what you do is you get some. I've already used a little bit. How satisfying does that look? Apart from the bit that I've smushed my finger in the swell.
Does look pretty satisfying.
So you obviously it does look really dark, but you get a bit off and you put it on wherever you want, and then you can blend it out to the colour you want. So it's like, it sounds better than I'm making it sound. But you can use it for any kind of skin tones unless you're really dark. Like Honey tried it at work and it didn't really suit her because she's from Burma, so she's quite dark. But it looks good on me. So I tried it today there, and I blended it out to the point I wanted to, and I was like, we'll give it a go. So I'm either going to look like an Oompa Loompa or I'm going to look like a bronze goddess. But whenever we film, I always look at the footage back and I'm like, you look really pale. I know it's because I am really pale, but like if I can fake being a bronzed individual, then I'm going to. What are you having for dinner tonight?
The rest of my pizza from yesterday.
Oh. I'm having pizza bread with, guess.
Hummus and Nando's sauce.
Anyway, I'm back from work and I'm going to stop whatever this is and I want to play Crash Bandicoot. Is Crash Bandicoot 2 players? It used to be.
No, it's not.
It used to be.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Crash Team Racing was.
No, I was trying to play Crash Bandicoot with 2. Maybe we just took turns.
You took turns.
Is it what Crash Bandicoot do you have?
3.
Is that Warped?
Yes.
Oh, that's my favourite. Is that the one where you jump on the baby tiger?
Yes.
That's my favourite level. Can I jump the baby tiger and jump across the wall, please? That's my favourite level. Is it the one with the penguins as well?
I don't think there are any penguins. That's Crash Bandicoot 2.
Do you know the level I hate though, and I never ever did as a kid, is the one with the dinosaur.
Where it chases you, yeah.
Not for that life.
Thought so.
Can I jump on the
Sure,
tiger?
let me play this till a save point. Playing some Crash Bandicoot. Does it take you back?
It's my favourite level.
Which is?
The Orient Express.
Which is?
The Oriental Express.
It's the Orient Express, and it's one of the tiger levels. So you jump on the tiger.
I was too busy working out what I had to do. I forgot to talk about the jump was. Oh, what was jump?
X. X, like every game ever. Getting all the boxes in these levels is so hard. I hated doing it.
Oh, I fell off.
Aww.
The tiger's taking them okay.
So is it narcissistic to watch your own vlogs? I mean, kinda a little bit, I guess. We've got a video coming up that we're hoping to do that will involve some of our old footage. So we're just having a little bit of a look back over it. It's kind of nice to reminisce.
I love it.
It was such a nice holiday.
Quite regularly, so. And it's really nice to actually sit in and watching it with me because you're always busy doing other things. And it's
Usually
nice
I am.
Yeah, so it'd be cool to show you guys the video we're planning because I think it'll be really funny based on the conversations we're currently having.
Yes.
But this is what we're doing right now and I'm really happy.
Cozy in your little corner.
Yep.
You're always in that corner.
I love this corner. Corner sofas are the best because of the corner.
That is true.
Although, I always sit on the bar which joins the two and it's the most uncomfortable part of the sofa but it's where I always sit.
Why?
I don't know. It's just my spot. Like the bit that joins it, it's really not. I don't know. I can feel it now while sitting on it, but
it's stupid.
Whatever. So I've been sitting here watching Netflix. I've been watching this show called Chasing Cameron, which is on Netflix, and it's about Cameron Dallas, which I think is an Instagram person. I'm not really down with the social media peeps, but it's really ridiculous, and that's why I'm really enjoying it because they're all so bratty and it's like amazing, and they just oh my god, it's like what you expect really bad social media stars to be like. That's what they're like. Like, I don't know if it's the editing and it's just the way it's been filmed, but oh my god, it's amazing. The things they moan about, you're like, really? So if you get a chance to watch like one episode, you can see what I mean. Cameron seems okay. There's a guy called Taylor in it who's just a complete nightmare. But it's interesting to follow along. So I've been watching that and it's really bad, but I have been watching it. It's about 11:15 now. So I think I'm going to go to bed because I have to be up early for work. I work literally most weekends, so I can never be in the weekend vlog, but next weekend is my birthday weekend, so I'll be off for that. Yay! Then I think the weekend after that I'm off as well. I don't really remember. But thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow when I get in from work. Bye! Hope it's recorded on this really weird camera that I don't like very much. Although if I turn you, should be stable. Bye!
So I bought these snacks from Tesco on Friday, I think it was. Yeah, Friday when we went from the America section. They've got extreme heat and loads of fire on the packaging, so I thought they'd be at least spicy, but they really, really aren't. They're pretty, like... They're basically Wotsits, is how I'm going to describe them, with a tiny bit of spice. Like, they literally are just terrible. Don't buy them. Not worth it.
So some exciting news. Well, I say exciting, but exciting for me anyway. The next CSGO major tournament is going to start in like 10 minutes. I completely forgot that today was the first day of playoff matches. So I'm looking forward to just sort of sitting back and watching that. Sarah's favourite team, Ninjas in Pyjamas, aren't in it this year, so this event. And so she's not going to care as much this time around, but I'm still pretty interested, and I want to watch most of the playoffs, see how everyone's doing and everyone's shaping up. So probably won't go into town. I'll be doing this instead. I think I've talked about it before, and I know it's pretty weird watching people play video games, and that's like something that not a lot of people really understand, but once I started sort of watching competitive gaming like this, I kind of liken it a bit more to watching regular sports, like real sports teams playing football or something like that. It's not a lot different. You kind of get to know teams, get to know players, and you get to watch people playing something that you're interested in at a vastly higher level than you're able to. And I find that that's really, really cool, you know, no matter what you're into, pretty much, like baking, football, playing video games, drawing art type stuff, like just seeing someone do that professionally and do it on such a whole new level is always really, really interesting to watch. And once I sort of describe it like that, people kind of can see a bit more why I do spend like time watching other people play video games instead of just playing them myself. Also, just a quick note, apologies if this vlog has had really bad framing. I know it's I know I explained yesterday a bit how I'm using the camera, and like right now I don't have my phone on here with the screen because I really need to see how this camera works without that, you know. So the exposure might be off, the framing might be off, and for that I can only apologize, but I need to use this day as a test so that I know whether we can move to this going forward, because like I would really hate for us to be doing kind of camera tests on a day where we really need the footage to work out. Like that's not the day to start doing experiments. It's one of those tips that we bring up in our oh god, where have I pointed it to? Yeah, I definitely can't do stuff like this as easily. So yeah, it's definitely one of there we go. It's definitely one of those tips that ends up on our best tips for Disney lists kind of a lot, and that's know your stuff before you go. And this is kind of how you do that, is you vlog a weekend, even if you don't usually regularly vlog, just use the camera how you're intending to use the camera and see how it works out and see what happens. It does mean that I am taking a bit of a risk, so I do apologise if this vlog is either incredibly short because we had to cut a lot of stuff, or because it just didn't exist, or we put it out and it's not very good. So that will be the reason why. So apologies for that, but it's a necessary step, and hopefully it means we'll be able to bring you some more sort of cool stuff in the future if this works out. Because I am getting slightly better at getting this thing to do what I want. You just got to be careful when you kind of turn it. It will track you for a bit, but then it will start to drive off over there, and you're like, no, come back to me. Well, that worked out fairly well. I definitely wish it had like a proper face tracking mode. I think one of these versions does, but not this particular one. Or maybe I need some extra software for it. But oh man, vlog section is going to look different this week because I'm using a different camera. Ooh,
why are you using a different camera? Oh my god, I've got to find out when I edit.
You got to find out when you edit. Because I don't actually talk to Sarah anymore, I just let her edit.
Oh, actually, quickly on that to the point, the other day Ash was like, look what I'm doing. No, find out what I'm doing today on our Instagram. So instead of telling me what he did today, he linked to our Instagram so I could see a picture of what he was doing today to know what he was doing, which was playing Crash Bandicoot. But instead of just saying, hey, I'm playing Crash Bandicoot today, he went, check out our Instagram to see what I'm doing today, like I'm some crazed fan of yours.
I just think anything that means I don't have to talk to you is an improvement.
I hate you so much.
So yeah, we're doing the vlog editing. It's going okay. I think we've got too much footage, as ever. And Sarah keeps talking about stuff.
I just like having chats. I have no one to chat to because Ash doesn't talk to me. So I talk to you for really long periods of time about stuff that doesn't matter, like what I'm having for dinner. That time I bought too much ice cream, and sharks and wanting to watch shark videos but then being really scary. The internet cares, Ash doesn't care. I've been watching YouTube, Ash had a bath, and that's pretty much it. I didn't fall asleep.
You definitely did, I can tell.
How can you tell?
You're all sleepy in the face.
What if I didn't fall asleep and now you're just being rude?
You fell asleep though.
Only for like a second. And yeah, I need to take my makeup off and I'm going to go to bed because I have work tomorrow again. Because that's what people do when they're adults.
Yeah.
Sucks.
And the camera's running out of battery, so we'll see you next weekend.
When it's my birthday!
And actually, before that, it won't be out, but we'll be doing our Harry Potter trip. That's what's coming up next.
For my birthday!
Yes, so look forward to a very excited Sarah next weekend.
I'm going to be older but more wiser.
No.